Good afternoon to respected jurors and faculty members present here. I am Master Siddesh Karai and I would be presenting a project which was assigned to us, which was to design a cultural center. The aim to design a cultural center was to create a structure or a complex that promotes the culture and arts local to that area. Well, before designing the center, we at first did the research of literature, art form, traditions, and many other things in the culture study local to the Taluka of Sawantwadi and the Sindhudurg district. The result of the research allowed to conclude spaces and activities which help to design, which could go hand in hand with the activities which will take place in the space. So the site which we chose is in the Sawantwadi city, which is also a taluka in district of Sindhudurg in Maharashtra. Sawantwadi has its own historical and geographical significance. It was capital of the Sawant clan of the Marathas. The reason why the city was chosen as a capital was because the city is surrounded all four sides by the mountains. So this gives a strategical importance to the city as well as this creates a huge water source in the middle of the city. Sawantwadi falls under tropical region and is under direct influence of southwest monsoon, so the area receives very high rainfall. Also the humidity in this area is pretty high, which is up to 78%. The site which we have chosen lies in the northern side of the Sawantwadi city, so that the site is away from the noisy center of the city but also easily accessible from the city. With respect to the site has gradual descending slope of 1 meter from the southwest side of the site to the northwest. As the site lies in the tropical region, so the sun path leans toward the southern hemisphere, and the wind mostly flows from southwest to northeast, as we got the Brahmaghat mountains to the southwest side of the site. So my concept is interaction with nature. Architecture through modern way of interacting with the nature regains its lost aesthetic dimension that it had in the past. The cultural center can be perceived as conglomerate of building that forms the landscape. The harmony with natural elements is visible in spaces and seems to penetrate into the interiors, creating a kind of elaborate area that blurs the boundary between the building and its neighborhood. The introduction of sustainable solutions enriches the projects by creating a new kind of environment. Use of natural light. Particular attention is given to daylighting while designing the structure where the main aim was to maximize visual comfort and to reduce energy usage. The light shells are placed horizontal to the surface which reflects daylight deep into the building. The light shelves are placed above an eye level and have high reflecting upper surfaces, different but same. Contemporary architecture is the architecture of 21st century. No single style is dominant. Difference in form of each and every structure can be observed, but in a way all the structures are same but unique. These brutalist structures are formed with repeated modular elements forming masses representing specific functional zones, distinctly articulated and grouped together into unified whole. Concrete is used for columns for its raw and unpretentious honesty, contrasting dramatically with other vernacular materials. Use of photovoltaic glass panels. Photovoltaic glass panels is probably the most cutting edge new solar panel technology that promises to be a game changer in expanding the scope of solar energy. These are transparent solar panels that can literally generate electricity from windows. These provide both thermal and acoustical insulation and filter out all the harmful ultraviolet and infrared radiation, increasing significantly the internal comfort. Use of laterite stone. The main reason to use the laterite stone is because it is abundantly available in the local area. Also, it has optimal thermal mass and thermal insulation properties. It helps to regulate the humidity of indoor air As these blocks are made in cast and situ, there is no green gas emission. Sanskriti Wadi. The project has come up as a contemporary artistic enclosure that doesn't just transform its precinct but also neighborhood around. It is physical manifestation of technology along with cultural aspects of the society in order to project a venue that promotes its cultural giving an opportunity to the youth to move ahead with the time. The idea revolves around lifting up the user experience by gradually lifting up the public areas, which would create layered public spaces from where people can look onto each other and have mutual interactive participation. The form of sociocultural center expresses its values and need in this rapidly growing urban society where it creates a huge impact urbanistically. It has futuristic fare which pulls the people passing by towards it, giving such a venue opportunity of appreciation. Use of mango ties. Mango ties help to mitigate the effect of extreme rise or fall in temperature in the building. They are usually fired around 42 degrees Celsius to 47 degrees Celsius, which means they can absorb high degrees of heat. This helps to maintain healthy room temperature. Due to the material they are made of, they have very little or no negative effect on environment and pose no threat to the normal flow of ecological activities within the environment. Also, the material is widely used around the local area. I personally feel that the infrastructure of Indian society is rapidly transforming, where at this stage there is an urgent need for such venues which express its grace and elegance hand in hand with technological advancement so as to set a standard in infrastructural world and provide great services which add value to the urban and social realm. The cultural center with a futuristic and vernacular fabric in such a prime location of Sawantwadi not just create a change within the city but also the whole district and also becomes a hub for cultural activities of such a scale within the whole district. It would provide an opportunity to the people residing nearby and around the district to adopt such positive changes of benefits, hence improving the quality of living.